They've used the hand before. Yeah.
Oh my god, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so
Spanking. How's it going, YouTube? My name is Caffeinated Mike, and I'm here with
Will.
Yes. How's it going, Will?
Good, how are you?
What do you want to talk about today?
Today we have a very interesting topic for you. The topic is going to be immigrant child problems. So, why do we want to talk about this?
Well, we are
First
both,
of all, you're
yeah.
white.
Yes.
Why are you a part of this and not Adam?
I am part of it because I'm first generation Canadian, which means that my dad did not grow up in Canada.
Basically, he's trying to cultural appropriate me. I am the immigrant.
We are both immigrants.
I'm more immigrant.
What makes you more immigrant?
I look like
because you look like it. Yeah.
Strictly based on looks. Okay, so why do we want to talk about this? I think it's really hilarious that like our way of growing up and how we were raised is probably very different from someone like Adam, whose parents were born here.
Yes, a white person. Like a typical white person. Not like me. I'm Italian. It's different. I have some spice.
He's got some tomatoes. Okay, so let's talk about some of the issues that you grew up with.
Okay.
And how that can be, you know, juxtaposed or whatever to someone like, say, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so my dad moved here from Italy when he was probably in his early 20s.
Okay.
And he couldn't speak English.
Okay, so language barrier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So language issue. Let's do an example of that.
When I was a kid, so my dad didn't teach me Italian because I was teaching him English.
Okay.
And people make fun of me for not knowing Italian fluently, Will. Because I was too busy teaching my dad English. He felt more comfortable talking to me because I was a child.
So he spoke to you in English or in Italian?
He spoke to me in English.
Okay.
Because he wanted to learn English.
So did you pick up any Italian?
A bit.
Okay, so on a level from 1 to 10, what are you in
elementary level, which is like, what, 3?
If you look on his LinkedIn, it actually says elementary Italian.
You can add your languages. I did that to sound bilingual.
That's what I did do, actually. I put Cantonese on my resume, but it's not supposed to be. Okay, so language issues.
Yes.
That's actually really cool because, well, same thing. My parents actually refused to speak to me in English.
Okay.
So I only got spoke to in Cantonese for the first 5 years of my life.
It was the opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I started kindergarten, I spoke no English.
Wow. You know, I feel like that's not, like that sucks for you, but a lot of other Asian kids, it happened to them. And a lot of them are my friends.
Yeah. At least I feel like I was able to pick up the English language pretty well.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm like muttering right now because it's like really freaking hot, these lights.
There's so many lights.
Okay, so language issues. Now,
Yeah.
is there a story of something that really funny happened with a language issue? Well, I have one story.
Okay.
Okay, so I was actually quite the gifted child when I was younger. It's fine, you can leave your iPhone on. He has an iPhone.
I'm gonna
he's
turn
one,
it to silent.
He's one of those people. iPhone people. So I was actually quite the gifted child, just so you know. I don't think people know this yet. But
do tell.
Yes, in kindergarten and in grade 1, I was basically, it was weird because I always just thought that they put me into a separate room because I was Asian. But what actually was happening was I already understood everything that was being taught.
Okay.
So they let me go to the library and I just basically played games all day.
You were advanced.
I was advanced.
You were a genius.
But like my parents didn't know that.
Oh.
Not that I was a genius. I'm not like that. So I'm actually pretty stupid now. But when I was younger, I had like that thing, right?
Yeah.
And it was really neat because I didn't have to do anything. My parents just didn't know that if they signed this piece of paper, I could have been bumped to like grade 3.
Oh wow.
And I didn't actually find that out until I was in grade 6.
What?
That
Did
I-
they not understand the paper?
They didn't understand what they were trying to do. Like they were like, why do I have to sign this? Why is he going into this?
Oh.
Like what's wrong?
Right.
So yeah.
So they just didn't sign it.
They just left me. They were like, no.
So you wasted
I wasted
a year.
I wasted 2 years
in
of my
school.
life in school. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then I wasted a year doing grade 12 a second time. So I was like super overly educated.
Super smart at the beginning, and then not smart at the
How
end.
dare you? You can't even speak Italiano.
I'm joking.
Okay.
You're pretty smart.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah. Except in grade 12.
Yeah, grade 12 is so math is like the bane of my existence.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, so are there any other weird Italian things that you grew up with that you think a normal person would not grow up with?
I guess I would say, you know how like Italians are kind of stereotypically like loud and abrasive.
And they talk like blah, 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 blah,
They
blah.
talk with their hands, and I actually do that sometimes. Which I've noticed I've been doing that more. Oh no, now I'm looking at it. I need to stop. So my dad is very loud, and like when he gets upset, he gets loudly upset.
Loudly upset. Okay, so is that a cultural thing, or was he just pissed off?
I don't know. Both, maybe.
You were probably a problem child.
No way.
You're
I was
probably
so
like
good.
you're giving off this aura of like I'm such a good child, such a good child, but you're actually the worst.
I don't know. I was okay, I think. I wasn't too bad. I wasn't too good. I paved the way for my younger brothers, though. They got away with everything.
You're the oldest kid, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. See, I'm the middle child, the ignored one.
Yeah.
So, okay, actually, what I wanted to talk about too, because culinarily,
Yeah.
is that a word? Food. Okay, food-wise, you must have grew up with a very different perspective on what a Canadian child
Yes.
would be.
I grew up with pasta, and some more pasta.
See, to me, that seems normal.
Really?
Yes, because I was the kid who went to school with like a piece of bread, one slice of bologna, and another piece of bread.
Oh, yeah.
Or like fried rice.
Right.
Or like deep fried squid or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone else was eating like PB&J. And I come to school with like rice and seaweed and some black crab.
Yeah.
My mom made. Or like chicken gizzards or something. So, did you have anything? Well, there's nothing weird about Italian food.
Right.
Well, there might be some weird cheeses that you eat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did you have any weird Italian cheeses that you brought to school?
Yeah.
That like stunk.
Yeah.
There used to be a
bit.
book.
Not too much, but...
I'm having weird deja vu. I'm so old. When I was in elementary school, there was a book about an Italian family, and the kid brought in really stinky cheese, and everyone made fun of him.
Oh.
Yes.
Damn.
And then, because our teacher was Italian, grade 1, she actually found that cheese and brought it in, and it stunk. It was the worst smelling thing I've ever smelled.
I bet it tasted delicious.
No. It tasted like rotten feet.
Oh.
Not that I've tasted feet. But yes. Okay, so is there anything else that you can think of in terms of your childhood that would be hilarious?
I can think of something I never got.
Okay, so what are some things you...
Versus like Canadian kids who would always get. You know those kids who would get McDonald's brought to them at school?
What school did you... I didn't get that.
What? No one in your class got that?
I grew up in a town with no McDonald's.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so a city, like me growing up in the city is probably different because there's like McDonald's everywhere.
Okay.
And like I would always be jealous of the parents who brought their kids like McDonald's at lunch. Because it would like smell up the whole classroom with delicious McDonald's smell. And I never got that ever.
Was it like a hot lunch program or was it just parents?
It's just parents who would like buy their kids.
See, that's a Canadian thing because no immigrant family would actually do that because they would just be like, why waste money? Save money.
Exactly.
I'm sure your parents didn't sound like that.
No, they didn't.
Why waste money? Save money. I can't do an Italian accent. Okay, so let's just, I can't talk. Let's switch gears just quickly for a second. Okay, so in terms of growing up as a immigrant child, there were probably some things that your parents did to you, or like their mannerisms from the old world that they brought here with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so my mom has this thing with garbage bags.
Okay.
She will like, you know, like garbage bags, or like shopping bags. Right?
Yeah.
She would store every single bag, and we would have a mountain of them. Did you have that as well?
Yes. I still do that.
Why?
Like I keep grocery bags.
Okay, so I thought this was an Asian thing.
Okay.
But like we have mountains of grocery bags under the sink, and it drives Adam nuts. And my mom had some the other day, and there were so many. And I remember Adam, I was saying, hey, can you go get me a shopping bag? And he opened it, and he took one out. But the bag was so old that it crumbled.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It turned to dust.
Gross.
It was so gross. Domo, stop crying.
Domo wants his toys.
He is ruining this video. Okay, so are there any other Italian things like that?
Okay, so this is kind of embarrassing. Growing up, I didn't know what what a dish towel was, because we would call it somewhere else in my household. Like
Okay.
for some reason, my parents spoke English except for a few words. So I thought those words were English.
Okay, so how would you say dish towel?
Okay, so
What did you call it in your house?
my parents are from a small town in Italy, so it's a slang word, but they say a mapine. So a mapine, like pass me a mapine.
Pass me a mapine.
Yeah.
So like you would go to school and you would say like, hey teacher, like in home ec or something, pass me a mapine.
Yeah.
And she'd be
And
like,
they'd
what the hell are you talking about?
what? Like, what is that word?
That's so weird.
Yeah, I didn't realize people called it dish towels until I was like, at least in junior high.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Same thing with, kind of the same thing with me, because
Yeah.
I grew up Chinese, but my parents grew up in Vietnam, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of words I would think are Chinese, but they're actually Vietnamese.
Okay.
So when I would be speaking to Chinese people,
Yeah.
they'd be like, what the heck
They'd be
is
like,
that?
what is what?
Exactly. It's very odd.
That is.
That's interesting though.
Yeah. That's embarrassing.
See, you know what? This is weird. Like, this is not what I expected the video was going to be
No.
like. But it almost seems like I wouldn't have expected someone who looked like Canadian as opposed to does not look like Canadian
Yeah.
would actually have differences in the way that they grew up.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's change gears
Okay.
again quickly.
Okay.
So what are some things that immigrant parents piss you off?
Ah, my dad.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what does your dad do? Because you keep
Okay.
focusing on your dad.
The other day, he gives me a call, like early in the morning, like 8 a.m. or something.
Okay.
I'm still sleeping. Like I work from home sometimes. I'm making websites and stuff. He calls me 8 a.m. Michael, the internet isn't working. I can't check Facebook. I can't talk to your mom because my mom was in Italy, so he wanted to message her. And he's like yelling at me, and I'm like, I just woke up. His phone call woke me up, and I was like, he's like, can you come over and try to fix the internet? I'm like, okay, I'll be there. Like, give me like half an hour. I'm gonna shower and like maybe have a cup of coffee, and then I'll drive over there. Like, I have stuff to do. I have like actual work, but he's like, you need to come right now. I'm like, okay. So I kid you not, 10 minutes later, he calls me again. And he's like, are you coming this year? He didn't even say hi. He's just like, are you coming this year? And I was like, can you calm down? Like, I just woke up. You're so impatient. And I feel like lots of immigrant parents have no patience.
They don't. It's
Why?
because they're used to the old country,
Yeah.
where things get done quickly and efficiently.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't get done, you get beat. Right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So basically, I was abused as a child, and it seems like you
My parents
continue to
have-
be abused.
They've used the hand before. Yeah.
Oh my god, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so
Spanking.
not the good spanking. Okay, so I think a lot of Canadian families,
Yeah.
they don't spank their kids.
I don't think
You
so.
got beat, right, when you were a kid?
I didn't do stuff wrong, like a lot. That's probably why, to avoid getting hit.
But did they ever?
But it was like a discipline.
Yes.
Like, it wasn't like super hard or anything. But yeah, they would. My dad would like threaten. He'd be like this. Then I'd be like, ah! And then I'd like run around the pool table and he'd chase me. Then I'd
Wow, how
run in my
extra.
room.
A
Yeah.
pool table. I didn't have a pool table growing up. My parents' weapon of choice
Yeah.
were wooden chopsticks
Ah, yes.
or hangers. Not those flimsy like
Oh,
like plastic
the
ones.
thick ones.
But like no, not even
No.
thick. It's like the metal wire
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Those
Damn.
will straighten you out.
Yeah. Damn.
Is there anything else in terms of your parents or like things that your parents do that really piss you off? That really anger you?
They were super like, they would shelter me. Like, they wouldn't let me go out to parties a lot.
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, funny story. I lived in a small town, and like here's my house, and then neighbor, and then my friend's house.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see the neighbor's backyard
Yeah.
from our back door.
Yeah.
And they would have like a camper or a tent or whatever, and they'd be like, "Hey, you want to come over for a sleepover?" And I'm like, "Well, sure, like of course."
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm literally 15 steps
Right,
from my house,
right,
right?
yeah.
So I go home and ask my dad. I'm like, "Hey, can I go sleep over at so and so's house?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why? You don't have your own bed? Why you go somewhere else to sleep?" Right? I'm like,
That
"No,
accent.
it's not because of like I want to go sleep with someone else's
Right.
house.
Yeah.
Because
it's just
it's for fun.
It's something
right?
to do. That's what kids do in Canada.
Exactly.
In
Exactly.
America, whatever.
It's like a Western thing, right?
Yeah, it's a sleepover.
And then my mom would be like, "We did not come here, all the way here to give you good life and to give you bed for you to go sleep on someone else's bed." I don't know why she sounds like that. Like Adam does a way better my mom's
yeah,
accent
yeah,
than I do. Why you go to a friend's house to sleep on floor when you have own bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's another thing that your family probably did, right?
Yeah, they did that. They'd be super nosy. Like, they would have to know who's going, like, exactly.
Oh my God,
like,
yes. No freedom.
No freedom.
No freedom at all.
Nope.
But you know what? I think, and this is probably a good place to stop, that is what made us the wonderful people that we are.
I agree.
Okay.
100%.
I have a great career.
Yes.
You have something.
Me too. My dad, like, started his own company, and I somehow did the same thing, and now I'm, like, super happy. So, like, I wonder if, like, him doing that, like, showed me, like, that I could be an entrepreneur. I don't know. But regardless, I'm very happy.
It's called
with how I was
discipline,
raised.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
boys and girls.
Yeah.
If you have strict Asian parents,
Or strict Italian parents.
but mostly strict Asian,
But mostly Italian.
parents, if you have that, you are going to be successful.
Yes. do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's the sound of cash whistling in the wind. Because you have so much of it.
I don't have cash.
I'm joking.
I have money in the bank.
I'm
not old school.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
you.
The bank. Yes.
Okay, so let's. Oh my gosh, this has been a long video already. Okay, so in terms of immigrant families, I think there are many negatives to it. No freedom, weird food.
Delicious food, though.
Debatable.
Mindless.
Chinese food is debatable. When you're a kid and you see everyone eating like handy snacks and you get
right.
like a box of seaweed,
Yeah.
it's a little bit different. But on the positive side, I think that it has made us well-rounded people.
I agree.
And that is why we're doing this video, to show people that we are of pedigree stock. Is that what it is?
I don't know what that expression is.
I don't know.
That sounds wrong.
No, it's not.
Pedigree? That's dog food.
Oh my god. It's not dog food. It means good.
I believe you.
Okay, so let us know if you agree with our assumptions. I think that there's probably a lot more people, especially in Canada and the US, who did grow up as first generation.
Yes.
Let us know your stories, your growing up stories in the comments.
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
Yeah.
Because they're funny, some stories. They're ridiculous, but they're funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to see how messed up we are compared to them.
Yes.
Hopefully we're better.
Yeah.
Alright, well thank you again for joining us on this video.
Oh, yeah.
And we will talk to you later.
Yeah, see you guys. Bye.